All right, welcome back again. Day 6 of 66-day challenge on how to make a profitable business in the real estate career. All right, recap a little bit. Need a plan. We need to identify who our client is. We need to do follow-up after that. We also need to have self-reflection. We need to focus on our personal goals, build up wealth, what your balance sheet is. Your balance sheet's different from your profit or loss. We'll get into that later. And then the fifth one is when you're done your personal goals, you've got to get back into business. You need to schedule, time block what your productive day, what your productive week is going to look like. So that brings us up to today. All right, got the plan, got the people, doing the follow-up. Guess what's happening? You're getting results. You're getting business. You're getting listing appointments. You're getting clients. You're getting buyer consults. Okay, you're writing offers. All right, now I'm getting kind of overwhelmed. So I got to hire the right people. So when I get to a certain level and everybody asks, Mike, well, if I get busy, I got to hire a buyer's agent. I'm like, no, that's actually the worst thing you could do. Mike, why don't I run these buyers out? Okay, that's fine. Let's look at the scenario. You're doing 24 transactions a year or 30 transactions a year. You're overwhelmed. Of those 30 transactions, 17 or 18 of them were buyers. So I'm going to hire a buyer's agent to run those buyers so I can spend more time catching up on the paperwork and doing my 14 transactions. Well, guess what's going to happen? That 14 listings is going to turn into 20. And guess what? It's going to increase your buyer load. That buyer's agent's not going to be able to take care of 18 people. He may be able to take care of 10. But guess what? That also increases your paperwork. You're going to miss things. You're going to drop things. Your value proposition is going to drop because you're going to start making mistakes, stupid mistakes. So the best thing your first hire you actually need to do is hire your assistant, transaction coordinator, director of sales, whatever you want to call them. Okay. But in the beginning, they're basically your assistant. So first of all, you have to identify what this person looks like. Just like in step 2, who is my ideal client? Who is my ideal hire? And you should also know who is going to be your next hire and what do they look like. Okay. What is this person going to do? So the first thing you need to do is get a notepad, larger one than this, and about a couple of them. And what you're going to do for the next 30 days is write down everything you do real estate-wise. Deposit check, contracts. I got to write contracts up. I got to do marketing. I got to set up showing time. I got to set up an appointment. I got to do an open house. I got to do all this stuff. You write every single one of those down, and you're going to write on the front page, the back page, all the way to the end of the book, and then you're going to start a whole new book. When you're done, you're going to take a highlighter, green, pink, whatever, and you're going to highlight all the items that do not put money in your pocket. Settlements, they put money in your pocket, right? Listing appointments, they put money in your pocket, right? Meeting new people, that put money in my pocket. Lead generation puts money in my pocket. But what doesn't put money in my pocket? Marketing. Marketing is not focus on anybody. You're throwing marketing out there. You are worth $100 to $200 to $300 an hour. I am not paying someone $100 an hour to put something on Facebook. Ain't happening. So I am highlighting all the items that take money out of my pocket. So when I look at that, I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to take 60% of this or 70% of these items, and that is my job requirement for my assistant, my marketing coordinator, my transaction coordinator, whatever. Once you have that, now you have your job description. Now you have to focus on, okay, do I need somebody in at 8 o'clock every day? Or can they just do 10 o'clock? Do I need them 4 hours a day? Do I need them 6 hours a day? There is no sharing assistants. If you are sharing an assistant, most likely both of you, the ones who pay her, are teaching her in a different way. You're going to fry them up. You're going to get them confused, and they're not going to know really where their loyalty is. Okay? Get your own assistant. If you don't think you can afford one, then budget for one. Before you hire an assistant, you should know how much you're paying them an hour. Calculate that by the week. Calculate that by 3 months. That money should already be in the bank account, separate account. So this way you will never have to worry that there is money in there for that assistant. Because I've seen so many people rush into getting an assistant, hire them, and then within 3 weeks, because they haven't done any sales, they're letting them go, or they're paying them by the transaction. No. You treat them like an important cog in your machine. I'm not hiring somebody as a staff member who can be easily replaced. When I pick somebody, they are an important cog in my machine. They are going to catapult me to the next level. When I hired my first assistant, I went from 24 transactions to 48 transactions overnight. 100%. They took everything off my end. She was learning based. She knew all the systems. She knew the MLS. She knew everything. I got very lucky. And people can do different things. You can have all that free time and goof off. You know, you're better off not getting the assistant. But if they're willing to free you up on that time, reinvest that time into more lead generation, more networking, recruiting, anything that's going to bring business to your business. Okay? So once we get the right hire, and we're going to talk about hiring later, but the reason I'm getting to day 6 is because we're coming back to our business. We got our schedule, but now we got to go over our 411 and our schedules of what's supposed to be due today, at the end of the week, and during this month. You're supposed to have weekly meetings, well, daily meetings with your transaction coordinator. You should always have daily meetings. These meetings should not last no more than 15 minutes. There's no reason why they should be. And then if you have agents on your team, you can have group meetings or you can have one-on-one meetings. You're going to best know which one's better for your team, which one's better for your system on that one. But day 6 is accountability. It's about meeting. It's about seeing what everybody's doing, how their mindset is. Are they going through any family problems? Do they need some time off? Are they motivated? You know, did you set them up with a bonus structure that if you close so many deals and you're trying to get to that, whatever it is. But the daily functions with your transaction coordinator, your director of operations, or your admin, that should be done every day, 15 minutes. So what do we talk about? So it's real easy. Within that 15 minutes, you spend less than 5 minutes on the old business. You go over what you last talked about. Was there any changes? Then you go into new business. You go into the things that you're coming up with. Hey, we're having a settlement this week. Make sure we have the altas. And then the last 5 minutes should be focused on growing the business by how are we meeting new people? Are we having an event? What kind of marketing are we doing? We got listings. We got to make sure we get advertising out. And that's it. High five, and then you go on for the rest of your day. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. But I hope you're enjoying these videos. And, of course, if you have any questions, reach out to the Mike Fitzpatrick team at 267-549-2505. Thank you.